In this video, I'm unboxing and reviewing this Viewflex VF-M10 Shotgun Microphone, so stay tuned.
Hey everybody, this is Andrew from T is for Tech, and today I am taking a look at this omnidirectional shotgun microphone that can be used for smartphones and cameras. This is the Viewflex VF-M10 model. It's a cardioid microphone. Does work for basically smartphones and cameras. There's a couple different included cables that you can use to plug into the different devices. It's small, right? So compact. It would compare, I guess, in size to something like the Rode VideoMicro, from what I understand. Has anti-interference, shock absorbing, and we'll take a look at what that means. And it's fully metal, so the body of the microphone, at least, is made out of aluminum. Comes with a windscreen, comes with also a wind muff, smartphone audio cable, and the camera audio cable. And the difference there for the audio cables is basically the fact whether it's a TRS or a TRRS cable. So like most phones require the TRRS. So we'll also take a look at what that means. Yeah, so what I'm going to do with this is a couple things. I think what I want to do is just do two tests. One where I will connect this to the camera that's recording this, and you can get some audio from this just recorded here, and then I'll also connect it to a smartphone. So you'll get an idea of what the sound sounds like. So we'll go ahead and do an unboxing real quick. And I'm always looking for inexpensive tools to kind of help me get better video quality. I know a lot of others out there on YouTube or aspiring filmmakers and those sorts of things are always looking for what's the best products they can get at the most reasonable price, right? So not everybody has thousands of dollars to spend on microphones and all of that. And if you want to do vlogging or you want to do these types of YouTube videos or that sort of thing, you're kind of always, at least for me, I'm looking for things that perform well and also fit my budget. So unbox this and take a look at what you get. So kind of open this up, and there is a warranty card, and then a manual that kind of talks about, how do you set the camera or set the microphone up, and talks about all of that. So if we take off the plastic, let's see a few different things. So here is the dead cat or the wind muff. Now this one has a foam insert inside of it. Some other microphones that I've seen, there's a foam, basically there's a foam piece on the microphone, and then you put the wind muff over it. This one, it looks like you replace the whole thing. So when you're shooting with the wind muff, you pull off the foam on the other device. Then here you have the two different cables, and basically they are labeled. One says for smartphone, and that will be the TRRS, so tip, ring, sleeve. If you can see that in the camera, if it's focused, where the tip and then ring, sleeve. So there's basically 4 pieces of the connector broken up by those little lines. And then for a regular camera, it's basically just the TRS, so tip, ring, sleeve. So that's what that means. And then if you take a look at the microphone itself, this is the shock absorbing mount. It's basically just, you know, two pieces of plastic that make up, you know, the holder that clamps onto the microphone itself. Now the microphone is made out of aluminum. So if you look at this, the microphone itself is pretty heavy duty looking and feeling, right? It has a significant weight to it. Not heavy, but I mean, it feels like a substantial thing, right? Feels well made. So video microphone VF-M10. It's got a little, you know, label there. This is the you know, obviously the end that you plug in, and that's, so we'll pop this guy back on here. And I forgot already how this was hooked up. Must have been like this. Yeah, so there you go. And then this slides over, or this guy slides over. So right now I will leave the foam on. And what I'm going to do right now is swap out the audio for the camera. So right now I have a lavalier microphone plugged into the camera, so I'm going to switch this out and use the Viewflex. Okay, so I didn't change the levels on the camera, but I do have this pointed kind of directly at me, kind of off to the side. And yeah, so I guess we'll find out how that sounds. So again, right now I'm recording with the Viewflex microphone attached to the Canon 60 Mark II, and it's about a foot away from me at the moment. You know, the camera's not too far away, and I have it directionally pointed towards me, even though I'm not in the frame of the camera. But you know, pretend I'm in the frame, and this, you know, this is my mouth talking. You know, from a couple feet away, I guess, right? So 2 feet now or so. And I might have to adjust the gain a little bit because I did have this adjusted to work with the lavalier that I was using. Obviously, it's closer to my mouth. So let me just tweak the audio input setting. Hello. So I am bumping this up a little bit, so that should be a little bit better from a level perspective because I adjusted it in the camera right now. So yeah, so this is pretty good, I think, at least from an audio level perspective. We'll have to listen to it in post to see what it actually sounds like. And so when I do the end part of this review, I will mention that and do a little bit of an audio pro-con overview at the end of this. But like I said, this is a pretty nice feeling device, nice looking device. And let me just, I guess, flip back. All right, so hopefully I didn't mess up the levels on the lavalier. So as you can see, this is a pretty nice microphone and should serve you well. Obviously, after we listen to the the audio bit of this and find out. So it's mounted pretty good on this tripod or this hot shoe adapter. You could also mount it on a tripod. There is a tripod screw mount there. So if you have some sort of cage or some other sort of mounting mechanism for either your smartphone or for your camera, you can use this you know, to mount on a cold shoe, hot shoe, or a tripod mount. And the one other thing I want to do real quick then is just plug this guy into my smartphone, and then I will I guess just record a video real quick. Now if you have an iPhone or something like that, obviously you'll need a newer iPhone, you'll need the adapter to plug this in. But yeah, so I'll just flip this around, and assume like this is in a selfie mode, right? So assume I am... Hi, this is Andrew from T is for Tech, and I am just testing out this Viewflex VF-M10 microphone plugged into the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 using the cable that is supplied with the Viewflex microphone itself. And so we'll just flip the video over so you can see this in post-production, what it sounds like on a smartphone. Anyway, so we'll jump over to the computer now, and I will kind of go over some of my thoughts after using this for a little bit and reviewing the audio quality that was recorded earlier.
So in reviewing this in post-production, I think it does sound pretty good. It sounds to me, and I'll have to maybe do a kind of side-by-side comparison with a couple other of the microphones that I have, but I do have a Rode VideoMic Pro and a Rode VideoMicro, and to me this sounds about the same as those, right? I can't really tell the difference in just looking back at these videos and the sound in the video, but it doesn't seem to me to be obviously much different, just because I have used those a lot in the past on videos and I know what they sound like. So from that standpoint, as a positive, I think that the sound quality seems pretty good. And the build quality definitely is very nice. Like I said, the microphone itself, the capsule is aluminum. It feels heavy duty and well made. The mechanism to keep it from vibrating and bouncing around also seems to be very well made. It fits well in the cold shoe or hot shoe on the camera. Tightens down. You can also mount it on a tripod. So definitely pretty good. I love the fact that they include the foam screen as well as the wind muff, and the two cables you'll need to hook this to a camera and a smartphone. So all in all, I think that you get a lot of value with this package because it includes all the accessories and all the things you would need in order to use this on multiple devices. So all in all, I think this is a good value, and I'm definitely going to be testing it out a little bit more, doing some more comparisons when I get a chance, and looking forward to adding this to my collection of gear to film videos. If you have any questions, go ahead and post those below. This is Andrew from T is for Tech. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.